year 1267. War hung in the air. It sent palpable. The mighty empire of Nilfgaard stood poised, greedily eyeing the northern realms just across the Yaruga. In light of the threat, the realm's sovereigns met in summit. They made declarations, pledged fraternal assistance, forged alliances, and then, in good spirits, dispersed. Among them, heard her beauty exceed and her retinue neared her capital. Count Caldwell appeared. In Maeve's absence, the Count was to have helped her son, the youth. Caldwell dangled from his whiskers, his neck red and chafed from a ruff, starched stiff.
Hail, Your Majesty! Delighted to see you in good health. The summit, it ended fruitfully, I hope?
Paper. Time will tell of what value. That will suffice as cordialities go, Caldwell. Tell me what's happened, for I sincerely doubt sheer longing prompted you to ride out.
Indeed, Your Grace. Another circumstance inspired me to do so. The strays of Sparla, the bandits, I was to tend to during Your Grace's absence. The situation's gotten out of hand, I fear.
Steady, Caldwell. Come now. Deep breath. All right. Speak. What has happened? Be precise.
As Your Grace ordained, I set out and was nipping at the bandits' tails for long. We pursued for weeks, until scouts returned, having sighted the strays' camp in the forest near Locheren. We waited for nightfall to surprise them as they slept. Alas, it proved a ruse. We found the tents empty, straw-stuffed dummies round the fire. Soon, we learned that as we waited for the sunset, the strays had snuck away, rounded our positions and ridden to Hawksburn.
I beg your pardon, my lord. The tax collectors. That is where they station.
So the gold? All of it?
It's stolen, Your Grace, but I shall do all in my power to recover it. This I vow, if it be Your Grace's wish.
After weeks in the saddle, Your Grace's wishes are modest. A hot bath and a night's sleep in her own bed. Yet, they shall have to wait. I must look personally to this matter. Your force, Caldwell, I will now command. You... send a herald to Hawksburn. They must prepare for the Queen's arrival. Air the rooms, dust off the porcelain. Make certain they do it. Do you see now, Reynard? I believe I foretold it would be thus. My son wasn't ready in the least to rule an entire country.
I confess, Prince Willem has much to learn yet.
Yes. And very little time.
Thought it were bandits riding in.
Milka. They stretched her over a fire till she told them where she buried her gold.
Rather die than tell him she would. But I know where she kept it. Sit tight. Sketch it out for you.
Ce boschetară! Fură de la oameni necăjiți. Nu i-ar fi rușine. La muncă, sclavilor!
The strays, they're called, Your Majesty, because they bite something nasty and bay as if...
Count Caldwell rode at the column's head, scanning its flanks with a wary eye that, despite his advanced age, proved very sharp indeed.
Your Majesty! Bandits! There! At the tree line!
The Count's footmen, unaccustomed to escorting their queen, sought to shield her with their bodies and assumed a tight formation to do so. They were promptly knocked aside as Meade charged headlong at the bandits, brandishing her blade and bellowing a ferocious cry.
Attack! Charge!
Și avem prima persoană care se uită la acest minunat canal. Bă, ce măști de boschetară. Mi-amintesc că era ceva organizații din Germania sau mă rog, în alte țări care aveau tot așa măști de genul. Era Fury sau de acolo. Habar n-am ce trebuie să fac aici, n-am nici cea mai mică idee.
Thing about slings, they hide well.
To attack the Queen? An outrage!
Your Grace, the men await. You must lead to begin the attack.
Păi eu nu cred că o să dau skip la battles. Depinde să văd dacă e prea greu, poate.
What? The strays took tail and run!
We'll catch them all! There's a time to
Salt of the earth, they are, your grace. They'd follow you into fire. You need simply say the word.
I shall teach you to respect the crown, you dogs!
Hey?
Look out! Seek cover! We are bombarded!
Our ballista, your command.
Yes! Our victory is assured! Sound the horns! May they sing praises of this triumph for ages!
Dar oare de ce nu pot să atac? Rahat de joc de cărți.
The battle's not yet done. It's better to conserve our strength. Prepare for a strike that will prove decisive. Battle formation! Protect the Queen!
Aye.
Ever have a stone knock out one of your teeth?
Should have listened to me old lady.
Deci acum mă bat pe ăia, Furious, care se fut în cur cu animalele.
The chase is on!
Gen așa.
Armor won't serve.
I'll get the white of an eye from half a league away.
I congratulate you on your latest victory, Your Grace. The bandits stood not a chance.
GG e Z.
Matters seem indeed to have gotten out of hand, to put it mildly.
Meve said, arms crossed atop her shining breastplate.
They've grown bold. Doubtless after the raid on the manor, the tax collectors. I've not heard of an ambush on the high road afore.
Caldwell explained, avoiding his liege's wrathful gaze.
Enough, Caldwell. We must put things right. Come!
The Queen's retinue set out, cavalry in front, infantry and arbalists close behind, and, following in the rear, the bandits, bound in chains.
Cred că am înțeles în mare parte.
I do adore this prospect.
Yes. Lyria, the Pearl of the North. With its hills and dales. Why, its beauty matched only by that of its queen.
After 3 weeks in the saddle, I've my doubts, Count. We shall pitch camp here. Our soldiers need respite. A spell of it they deserve.
Bine, ban. Cred că astea din stânga sunt cărțile mele. Nu știu. Care card? Asta cu 7. Normal. Asta e înainte de Witcher sau după?
A bit of respite, Reynard?
Yes. But if you've any new orders, Your Grace, I can be ready at any...
At ease, Reynard. At ease.
Se fute dacă aleg varianta asta.
Don't you find it wearisome sitting alone? Wouldn't you prefer another's company? Swapping tales with the innkeep, even?
Your concern, I most appreciate, Your Grace. But I prefer silence.
Has it always been thus with you? Ever a man apart?
Quite the contrary, Your Grace. As a youth, I gloried in company, delighted in conversation.
Nu știu de ce nu poți văd tot comentariul.
So what was it that changed you?
Mai bine o să folosesc telefonul să văd tot comentariul. Gata, am văzut. Apoi nu.
That delight nearly cost me my head. But do you truly not know the tale, milady? How I came to be your departed husband's aide?
I don't, but would gladly hear it.
I had but 20 winters behind me when I enlisted. Yet I was granted the rank of lieutenant from the start, not by merit, but by birth. The respect of veteran officers.
Cine ești, privitorule? Spuneți numele.
Not grant, nor did I deserve it. To earn that respect became my driving aim, and to seem wise beyond my years, I began spouting off about the king's decisions. This maneuver Reginald botched, that he failed to think through, and yet elsewhere he'd blundered like a schoolboy.
Talk of that nature could only ever result in misfortune.
It was not long before I was clanking about in shackles. Another officer had reported me. I was charged with lèse-majesté. The court-martial took but a quarter of an hour to deliver verdict and sentence. I was guilty of treason, and the noose awaited me.
Cine este al doilea privitor? Spune-mi.
But Reginald first stayed the execution, then ordered that I repeat every word I'd uttered about his person or deeds. Soaked with sweat, my voice cracking, I did as he ordained. Reginald listened, raptly and silently, and when I'd finished, he declared I was right. He then appointed me his personal aide. A clever lad like you, I can always use at my side.
Când a auzit de asta, s-a băgat și el.
Indeed. Though hardly sharp himself, wisdom in others Reginald both recognized and heeded.
It was then I swore two things. Firstly, never again to wag my tongue like a fool. Secondly, never to betray his trust.
And you never did. Know what he told me moments before he passed? Trust none of them, Meve, save Reynard. The old sod was right about that, at least. I thank you for sharing that tale, Reynard. Truly. Alas, I've come to fear Willem might simply not be cut out to be a king, let alone a good one.
A harsh judgment, Your Grace. Let's not be hasty. The prince is but 16...
And is thus fully grown. The crown he should be able to bear at his age. Yet I left the land in his care for but a few months, and look what's become of it. Bandits roam and loot unchecked.
We might yet learn of mitigating circumstances. Events beyond his control.
Would that it were so, Reynard. Would that it were so. Elsewise we must hope Ancaeus will demonstrate more wit than his brother. Though I see little chance of that. It's time I attended to other matters.
Ce mai e și rahatul ăsta? Boss de boss. Oare se merită să-mi cumpăr chestia asta? Nașpa. Care mi exact? Mess tent, command tent, training ground sau workshop? Să vedem. Deci asta nu se merită? Aici sta? Apoi sunt chior, atunci și aleg aia. Câți chior? Pentru ciorani. Și asta e fain, numai că m-am bani. Săracul. Dar nu mai am bani de nica.
I pay taxes for, to be robbed along the high road and in broad daylight. No
Ce mai vezi cu boschetarul ăsta?
Were it not for mandatory merchant routes and stacking rights, why I'd have gone round through Sodden. They told me, Lyria's a wild land, lawless, chaotic, a damn disgrace.
Gods of mercy! Whatever is this filth?
Necrophages. Drawn here by blood's scent.
For such vile monstrosities to prowl the high roads of my realm. I won't allow it. Attack!
X pentru ce?
Fog in broad daylight, with the heat positively sweltering. Have we to do with some manner of sorcery?
We shouldn't exclude the possibility, my lord. And great caution.
Deci n-am apăsat.
Raynard, what is this? Some spectre? A strigger?
I can't be sure, your grace. It's the first I've seen of any such... thing.
E așa important?
There's a time to reap, a time to sow.
N-am nevoie, bat și fără moral.
These carrion eaters. I know them. Appeared on my estate last spring, enticed by the corpses of those of my sheep that fell.
Câți vărzit iau adversarii.
Until, that is, they fill their guts. Seem to become quite powerful then.
fearsome they look, true. But they bleed just as we do. Onward! Slay the filth!
Am dat way.
I'm a born servant.
Acum am dat și nu merge.
So fortunate we routed the beast.
Ofă, calmează-te.
Aye.
Doesn't bode well. Oh no, not well at all.
Asta nu i-a dat la 2 tururi. Ture, pardon. Dar care-i faza? De ce unii pot să-și pună cartea mai în spate sau pot să o pună mai în față? De ce-s 2 rânduri? Așteaptă răspuns.
Strong as steers they've grown, and they show no fear.
Frenzied, my lady. It's bloodlust. They lose all instinct to survive, feel no pain whatever. I've witnessed this before.
Your Majesty, we must give ground. Fall back. We can't win. Must minimize our losses.
De ce mi-a dispărut cartea aia bună? Alea pe al doilea rând, să dai buff, gen cum era la Yu-Gi-Oh!
My queen, there is no shame in ceding the field when fortunes turn sour.
Deci nu pot să fac nimic aici altceva. Eu vreau să câștig toate 3 din 3. Nici mai mult, nici mai puțin.
Victory must be ours now. We shall not retreat. Arms at the ready. Attack! Look there. Yet another abomination.
No, that's
Am înțeles.
my salts. Where are my salts?
De ce nu mă lasă să-l pun pe ăsta? Că cealaltă e varză. Bine, poate mai încolo.
One boat, I need.
Her Majesty knows what she's doing.
Give me a target.
The beasts hadn't a chance against us. Victory is ours.
Ez... Da, bine.
Many trees we've felled, my lady. Might you have need of them? So, take whatever your heart desires.
Scrii joc de ăla, de mobile, dai click și bani, instant.
Lady, the masks they wear. Have you seen them?
Soon, Queen and retinue arrived at Hawksburn. The men stationed there they found standing at attention, baking under the blistering noonday sun.
E mare rahat. O să le iau după.
Your Majesty, Count Caldwell.
Stand at ease, Sergeant, and report.
The local peasants we've rounded up in the yard, Your Grace. Expect they might have lent the bandits aid. Yet our courtesy hadn't inspired them. They haven't peeked a word. Might it please Your Grace to summon the hangman? He ties a noose for them, should have them jabbering right quick.
I'll speak to them first.
Your Majesty, for the Queen to question commoners, why, it's simply not proper.
Whom for? I shan't be stripped of crown and titles for it, so no impediment do I see. Lead me to them.
Bow low for your sovereign, Her Majesty, Queen Maeve of Lyria and Rivia.
Asta e cu Georgescu? Suverani, cu de-alea.
Have mercy, your grace. We bear no guilt, we simple folk.
Ce nu era varianta calmi ortiți?
Calm your hearts, good folk. Though your queen I may be, you are subjects, not slaves.
Hai că te-ai gândit și tu la asta.
Maeve extended a hand, the royal ring gleaming upon it. Unfamiliar with protocol, a pleb gripped it firmly and gave it a shake as hearty as a good scrub in the tub.
My, we shall be addressing one another by name afore long.
This is an outrage! Guards! Grab—
I've all in hand, Caldwell.
Forgive me, your grace. I'm not accustomed, no how.
Nonsense. You've a firm grip, a spry handshake, and a bold spirit I can respect. What do they call you, man?
Helmer, son of Florence.
Delighted, Helmer. Now understand me, man. I am in dire straits and in need of your aid. So please, answer my queries in full and forthrightly. The bandits. Whom do they follow?
Him, my lady. We seen him. No name, just an odd title. The Duke of Dog.
My, a blue-blood thoroughbred mutt. Where—
That recall, Imogen? What do you name? A Gleeton or something?
Clayton. Lord Clayton. His estate lies to the south.
Sound the horns. Have the men form up. We march at once.
Milady, I've no ire for the Duke. He's a good man. Gave us proper brass for the welcome we gave him. Shared what grub he had.
Ce mai zici terminat asta că nu înțeleg nimic cine vorbește?
Shut it, louts. The Queen's had her say. Your Grace, your orders. What are we to do with them?
Leave them be. The harvest draws close. Hard work. They'll have their hands full.
Oh, milady, thanks be to you, thanks be. I pray, Mother Milady—
Pray she watches over yours. Should I hear of you sheltering bandits again, of you lying to my officers, I shall return and put torch to every hut, field and orchard. Understood.
Se mai întâmplă.
Maeve set off toward Lord Clayton's estate at a gallop, her mount knocking the peasants aside as it kicked up a cloud of dust. The folk of Hawksburn spoke of the royal visit long after, albeit ever behind closed doors and in hushed tones.
Ce e asta la puzzle?
What is this, Reynard? Bandits attacking royal tax collectors. In broad daylight.
They shall pay dearly, your grace.
They shall indeed. And not only they. Rot has crept into Lyria, Reynard. My kingdom has been poorly kept.
Cum adică card battles și battles? Păi astea nu toate sunt card battles? Care-i map fragments? Unde? De unde?
That rumble. What is it?
Look out! Rock slide!
Alea care pun să... Dacă vreau să spânzuri pe ea sau nu?
The bluff crumbles! Fall back! Save yourselves!
Your grace, the wagon. We can use it as cover. Forward. We must move it forward.
Ciudat că nu poți selectezi nimic. Opa! Da, din greșeală să renunț.
The bluff crumbles! Fall!
Your grace.
Păi nu pot face nimic. Văd. Mai rău unul și la unul pot să modific. Hai că am apăsat pe ceva.
What now?
You're far fewer than I presumed! Summon your comrades, damn it! Chop chop! Before I reach for my whip!
Give me a target.
Și mișcare tâmpită am făcut. De ce a venit Pietroi de partea mea? I-am dat low i-am dat damage.
Arbalist at your command.
Ce rahat? Ce trebuia să fac?
The bluff crumbles!
Your Grace, the wagon. We can use it as cover. Forward. We must move it forward.
What now?
Get up!
Armor won't serve.
Ce căcat de joc? Ce trebuia să fac aici?
The bluff crumbles! Fall back! Save yourselves!
Your Grace, the wagon. We can use it as cover. Forward. We must move it forward.
What now?
You're far fewer than I presumed! Summon your comrades, damn it! Chop chop! Before I reach for my whip!
Armor won't serve. One boat I need.
The wagon! Use the wagon now!
We've come through, Reynard. I thank you.
Ezi.
The walls of the temple collapsed. The buttress is doubtless damaged by something.
Or someone. There's naught we can do here. We ride on.
Și toate puzzle-urile sunt la fel? Sau tot în genul ăla sunt? Am înțeles. Big brain time. Care ziceai, deci? Unde-i peștera aia? Peștera muierii. Ce-i tu ceva de o peșteră? Aia e de jos, nu? Zici că nu e importantă.
A peasant cart, loaded with a heap of hay, came rattling down the road from the opposite direction.
Clear the road!
Bellowed Count Caldwell, standing in his stirrups.
Make way for your queen!
The peasants obediently turned their cart into the roadside nettles. As she passed, Meve glanced towards it and froze. Atop the hay bale lay a badly wounded man gripped by fever. The thick, sweet stench of rot wafted from his bandaged legs.
Gods. Who did this to him?
Meve asked.
Bandits?
Nay, milady,
Replied the cartman.
'twere a beast. Out to the east, down Wetterton way, lies a boneyard, old as the elves, they say.
The peasant continued.
Clayton was setting snares round about there. Came running back to us, drenched in blood, rattling on about a long-haired wench come climbing out a grave. Who's taken him to the good sisters of Melitele here on bridge. Perhaps they can help him.
I'm certain they can.
Era mai amuzant dacă dădeam audio în poloneză.
Though just looking
Curva,
at the
suca.
wretch, she knew he'd expire before.
Bine, asta e în rus.
Godspeed you on your journey.
The queen whistled, and her mare resumed its trot.
Shall I send for a witcher, your grace?
Caldwell asked.
One of those freaks should make short work of the monster.
Until we apprehend the bandits, I shan't allow a single soul to leave our company. Even on such an important mission as finding a witch.
Era mai amuzant.
Any who did would be captured
Văd
at once.
hârtele în engleză.
But, if fate brings us near Wetterton, perhaps we'll see to this monstrous harridan ourselves.
Your grace, we've only just fought beasts and scarcely escaped with our lives. This she-beast will take a silver sword. Magic formulae.
Yet a dozen arbalists will have to suffice.
The queen said, calmly but firmly.
And please, Caldwell, do stiffen your spine a bit. Now onward.
Apoi eu am murit de atâtea ori doar la tutorial.
Those bandits Dressed as demons they was. Horns on their heads.
Și la easy.
Big snouts, instead of noses.
Am înțeles. Mă iau la babardeală cu ea.
Those bandits, dressed as demons they was.
Kneel and pay homage to the gods. You shall be rewarded. Melitele watches over us all.
Travelling the high road, they heard the bells of a temple to Mother Melitele, situated at some distance. Meve turned towards Reynard.
What have we today? A sacred feast?
Not that I recall, Your Grace.
The Queen's brow darkened, her hands clenched into fists on her reins.
Then they sound the alarm. Follow me!
Stained glass shards glinted in the grass. Bits of down, ripped from quilts, wafted through the air. The priestesses, gathered in the yard, were seeing to wounded pilgrims, setting toppled, oft beheaded or armless statues back on their feet.
What happened here?
The strays of Spala fell upon us.
Sighed the prioress.
Stole the offerings, the monstrances, holy books. My lady, I implore you, come to our aid, recover what's rightly ours.
Ever clever, Meve's scouts soon discovered the bandits' tracks. They led to some thick hazel groves east of the temple. The perfect place to hide, or to lie in ambush.
It's all come clear now. Sabotage. 'Twas the bandits who weakened the walls.
The good mother warned us. Disturbed. Some...
The bandits had pitched camp in a nearby wood. Spirits buoyed by the wine they'd stolen from the cloister cellar, the brigands had not posted sentries. Neve's soldiers were eager, insistent. The desecrators would be punished. Yet only the queen could order the assault.
High time we put these strays on a leash.
Spat the queen, spurring her horse.
To arms! Follow me!
Tankards clattered to the ground as the strays reached for their weapons. The brigands would not even fathom giving up without a fight.
Can't take it anymore.
Got a death wish?
Be a target.
My favourite cut of lamb? The shank.
Our ballista, your command.
Stick 'em up! High as the clouds! Now! Regroup!
Aye.
Hey?
Ours is not to reason why.
You can pay the toll in one of two ways. In silver or in blood.
Ah, should have listened to me old lady.
See if he's hid any coin in his pockets. Or his owls.
I'm coming, I'm coming. Gotta get our asses moving.
This harvest, we'll be reaping black-clad heads.
No time for that!
You must sweat like a swine in that jacket.
What? De ce a murit? Nu are niciun sens.
Surround them!
Got any victuals? Hungry like a wolf, I am.
Got a death wish?
De ce a făcut asta?
My favourite cut of lamb? The shank.
One bolt.
The mist's gonna pass me those lovely earrings? Or do I tear 'em?
Regroup!
Stick 'em up! High as the clouds! Now!
There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die.
You can pay the toll in one of two ways. In silver or in blood.
Aye.
Gotta get our asses moving.
Army's a waste of time for one like me.
No time for that!
Should have listened to me old lady.
Pay's late. Again. Hey?
You must sweat like a swine in that jacket.
De ce am pierdut? N-are niciun sens.
The Queen's company defeated the bandits and recovered the loot. Silver chalices, reliquaries lined with mother-of-pearl, gold-embroidered robes.
The priestesses would be grateful to have their treasures returned, Your Grace. They would pray ardently for your victory.
Reynard opined.
Yet, you could also keep the silver, expend it on the war effort. And who's to say which, prayer or coin, would be more useful?
Să-mi bag pula. Că aveam mai multe cărți și erau mai bune. Și aveau damage mai mare. Cum căcat a câștigat? N-are niciun sens jocul ăsta.
Melitele will understand.
Meve answered, after a moment's consideration. Then she ordered the Abbey's treasures loaded onto her wagons. As they went on their way over uneven ground, each clink and clank reminded the Queen that to save her realm, she had stolen from the gods.
Oops.
Sure you can bind a rabid dog. Tie his...
Cu ce o să-și mai ia bani după aia de limuzină? De asta zici? What? Nu pot să-l fac. Trebuie să upgradez întâi training grounds. Pula, că acum nu mai am bani. Să mai iau ăsta forage quarters. Sărăcie. Bun, eu cred că ies. O să joc mai târziu. Ceaules.